Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jake. I am going to record again. Jeez, it's been a process actually, because my mic stopped working, so then I couldn't really record, and then I found a new recording system, and which I'm using now, but it doesn't have a pause button, so it kind of ruins a lot of my plans. Oh my god, this music. So I'm playing EU4, which is... I haven't played much of it, I'm still horrible at it, but oh my god, I love it to bits. Partly because of this music, oh my god, it's awesome. So I'm going to be starting a new game as Castile, Spain, just because I've had a little bit of success with them, and they're a pretty easy nation to play, so I'm just going to hop right into it. I'm playing with some mods that just kind of make the borders look better. If you're familiar with the game, the mod just makes the borders are black and the province borders are dotted lines. Who cares about that now? I am going to be playing as Castile, which is a kingdom in the Iberian Peninsula. They'll eventually go to form Spain. All they need to do is they need to inherit, they need to join Navarra, Aragon, Granada, all these nations together, and then make Spain. I like Castile, because there's a lot of things that you can do, and it's pretty clear to know what you're supposed to do. Obviously, Spain is a big colonial empire, you know, later on history. EU4 is a big history-based game, as you can tell, because it's just a world map. This is the world in 1444, so yeah. Our first objective is to destroy Granada. I'm gonna call them Granada. That should be pretty easy, because they're a small nation. And then probably vassalize Navarra, and then I'll get because of some events that I know will happen, I'll be able to get a personal union over Aragon, and then eventually I'll be able to integrate both of those countries into my glorious nation. The other thing that I want to keep in mind is Portugal. I'll be able to be good friends with them, but they'll also be a contesting colonial power, so I feel like it might be a good idea to vassalize them at some point, so that way, like, all of their colonies will eventually become my colonies too. So, enough of this. I am going to start, Castile, Iron Man mode. Play? Wait. There's nothing else that I need to do, I guess. Play. Alright, okay, let's just name this. Castile. Castile for Realz. Boom. Okay. We just gotta wait for the game to start up. Listen to the opening music. Alright, here we go. So, the game plays out, it looks a lot more complicated than it is. Actually, it's still pretty complicated. But here's a few things that you need to know. Up here, where these little flags come out, this is how you know what's going on in the game. And they're color coordinated out of importance, so red ones like this are really important, like you need to handle them like pretty soon or right now. There's some yellow flags which are like, these are pretty important, and then the green ones are almost not important, but still some information. You can see the world map here. These guys are armies. You can click on them and they show you how much units are in there. So there's 12,000 soldiers in this army. And 10,000 soldiers in this army. The other thing, these are just like some other things. This is another map. These are different map modes, like if I wanted to play on the terrain map, which I probably will never do because it looks horrible. I mean, it's nice and all, but it's really not that helpful. Trade map mode, don't understand it at all, but it looks really cool. Imperial map mode, this is for like the Holy Roman Empire, which I'm not going to worry about at all. Religious, kind of obvious. Europe is Catholic. Africa and the Middle East are Sunni. And then diplomatic, this lets you know who you are, your friends, your enemies, such and so on and so forth. There's a whole bunch of other map modes, but meh, I'll get into that later. This is production. If I click on this, this brings up all the information about my kingdom, which I'm kingdom at the moment, with my king Juan de something or other is a 112. These stats will go into these things, which are the admin, diplo, military powers, which then will stockpile up here, which then you could use those to spend stuff on like technologies, negotiating peace deals, getting cool trade deals, building colonies, I think. But yeah, some other things. The things that we could improve these gain stats, because this is like, okay, I'm getting 4 admin per month, which isn't all that good. What I could do, and what I am going to do, is I'm going to hire some advisors, because currently I'm making a ton of money, and I can afford to pay advisors. So I'm just going to get the cheap guys, which only give me +1 to those skills. It's also a tax modifier guy, which is pretty good. Diplo rep, better relations over time. Let's just do that guy. And this guy, manpower, reinforcement, discipline. Let's just do manpower. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to open up. Actually, let's deal with this too. Rivals. These are like your enemies or whatever. Ooh. So I can't rival Monopolist here. That's usually cool. I'm gonna rival England. And I gotta choose one more, I think. France. Sure. No, I gotta do 3? Okay, good. Whew. Yeah, so it chooses the rivals based on, like, power. Like, I can't be like, okay, I'm Castile, and I'm going to rival because they're nowhere near a competition for me. Same thing as I can't beat Castile and, like, rival China or whatever at this stage of the game because I don't know them. They're too far away. Maybe later in the game when I become a global power. Jeez, speak, Jake. Geez, we're already 7 minutes into this and I haven't even done anything. So, I am going to send an alliance to Portugal. Let's just open up all these because there's no reason for them to be closed. Offer alliance to Portugal. And Navarra, I am going to form a royal marriage with them because I want to eventually make them a vassal. Missions. Sure, solidify our papal relationship. That just says become buddies with the papal states, which is pretty easily because I could just send a diplomat there to improve relationship with the papal states. Let's go over there and suck up to them. Disputing succession. I'm not planning on inheriting anybody's thrones currently. And the truce, we have a truce with Granada until 1448, which it's now 44, so I have 4 years to just derp around, so unpause the game. And okay, so Navarra accepts the royal marriage, Portugal accepts the alliance, and now, okay, so I've got an alliance from Navarra, and I'm going to do royal marriage with Portugal in a bit, so yeah, so the way this works, we've got the speed there, you can see the clock ticking by each day, and every month I'll get taxes, which improves my monies. I don't know if you can see it, you probably can. I can't really see it that well because my timer is in the way. If I wanted to, I could tick up the speed, so now it's on speed 2 and it'll be going by a little bit faster, which makes sense. I'll accept the royal marriage from Portugal. And, okay, so I'm rivaled with those two. Might be able to get a friend with Austria. Could be useful, because currently they're the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, I believe. And I cannot do an alliance just now. Yeah. Oh my god. A lot of people improving relations. Well, I'm going to join in on them. Improve relationships, because I eventually want to become their friend. Yeah, these things also update by the month too, kind of random, to bring that up, but yeah. Still going too slow. pretty much all we have to do is just sit around until our peace treaty goes up. We could probably handle them all by ourselves. We probably don't need to call any allies in. Especially since I want to be able to siege them all down and full annex them without Portugal, like, taking, like, a single province where ooh, wait. Okay. My navies. I need to send these fast ships to protect the local trade. Yeah. Okay, and those guys will sail off. Go, little boats. Poland. I don't care. This is power projection. It kind of does what it says. It's like how scary you look or whatever. Buildings. I'm not gonna build any buildings. Not for now. Legitimacy. It's how legitimate your empire is. If you got low legitimacy, people don't really see you as a leader. High legitimacy, then you're pretty good. You could read the text if you want, but meh. Prestige. Lots of things. I don't really understand prestige. A lot of these things I just like, okay, keep them in the positives. Stability, you don't want to go down. You're good with it at 0 or positive any number. Stability is great. The better stability you have, the more benefits you'll get. Manpower, this is like how many troops total like we could like hire. So like you can't hire any more armies if we're out of manpower. So that kind of prevents you from just going on like a gigantic like risk style snowball. Although you can recruit mercenaries, but they cost a lot of money. And of course here, this is the money in the treasury. EU4 uses the currency ducats, which historically were an internationally used Venetian coin. I just know this because I'm cool. Or am I? Okay, never mind. You could call them gold, but they're called ducats because it sounds better and it's more historic. It's your money. So currently I've got 226 and I'm making 4-ish per turn, which is alright. This is the world as we know it. We're just going to be sitting around for a bit, actually. I'm going to crank it up. Crank it up. So occasionally as we play, we'll get like events to pop up and they like spice things up. You have to like make decisions, but I can explain that more when they pop up. It's not that difficult. I don't know why I was looking there. Eventually, I want to work up so I could play a game as Byzantium. Oh, they're already being sieged down. Eventually I want to play another game than this, and play as Byzantium, form like the Roman Empire again. But that would be really difficult because you just get beat up by the Ottomans if you're just too slow. I also kind of want to play a game as England at some point, because you can form the United Kingdoms, and there's plenty of things that you can do. A third country I want to try to play. I never been able to play these guys actually. So, second country I'd like to be playing, I'd like to play is Austria. I want to try how that works. France too, I'm kind of shit. I just want to play all the nations. Oh my gosh. Let's go to speed 5. Okay, so we have an event here. A few local workers and administration have discovered what they claim is a more efficient way of handling documents. Obviously, they do not know what they are talking about, but it can't let to hurt them try their new ideas. So I could gain a bunch of admin power, or less admin power. I'm going to take the inflation hit so I can get more admin power. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to end this video, and I'll be back with you in the next one. Adios.